Before we hear from Miss Houseman.
Yeah, this this is about needing established custody because I've had my daughter for 10 years and I have not missed a visit. And the last visit Miss Hausman made me miss and using an incident that didn't involve her or our child to exert control. Uh, she, I was like, or that mother and I are fine, and my custody with that child hasn't changed. I need to make sure Miss Hausman can no longer use our child to try to hurt me. And that's why I'm here today. I'm a great father. I try my best. Um, she got involved in something listening to my 10-year-old tell her what had happened and exaggerated it to try to have fuel against me. Um, I just want what's best for our daughter. I think Alicia's a great mom, and I know I'm a good father. I don't know why she's coming at me like this, and I'm just here to get my rights with my daughter. I don't like feeling controlled. I've kissed her butt multiple times. I've tried to make amends for past stuff that's happened with me and her because things got really toxic. I've went and let out her dog for her. I've when she made promises to my daughter at her school that she promised her a Sprite, I bring that. I do that. I don't get why I'm able to discipline, which that's what had happened is I ended up disciplining my other daughter, and it got back to her mom, and then she's stating that I can't see my daughter because of it, and the other mom is fine with the discipline action. I filed a motion. She ended up calling CPS and stuff after the fact. If it was a concern, she would have called them beforehand, and that's where we're at.
Okay. So you're kind of so you got two exes and you're kind of fighting a two-front war, but one of them is a little from your
What happens when a custody dispute turns into a battle over control and safety? The father asks the court to protect his parenting rights, claiming the mother used a disciplinary incident to stop his visitation.
perspective is easier for you to get along with.
Yeah, we communicate really well, Your Honor. We go to soccer games together. Usually, I communicate with Mrs. Hausman, but when things don't go her way, it's it's like it's I get attacked. If I yell at my daughter and she goes back there crying, she threatens me over and over again that I can't see my daughter and it's hurting my daughter. My daughter cried to her oldest sister the other day saying I never not wanted to see dad. Yeah, she was distraught that her sister got a spanking. Her sister got a spanking because she's been really disrespectful lately. And her mom was happy that I seen it at my house and that I had to handle it.
Okay.
And
I think I got
and,
the picture. I got the
and
picture.
that,
I got it. Um, Miss Houseman, your
Yes.
thoughts, please.
What was that?
Your thoughts, please.
I went to FOC yesterday and wrote my statement and I have it in front of me. Could I read it?
I would appreciate it if you would just tell me what it
Okay.
says. I don't need you to read it.
Okay.
Because
Okay. Our daughter,
go
sorry.
on.
Our daughter JC is my biggest concern, her safety. He has a very violent past with violent crimes, especially I mean, I can't base this on 9 years ago, but it did happen to me. And he did get charged. Since then, he's had other violent crimes with other people. And my daughter has come home every other Sunday night, a few times this year, scared, trembling, crying, saying that, there was an incident where he might have broke a dog's ankle because he got mad at the dog. Or it's a lot of rants and walking on eggshells. Um, just like we went through years ago. It's the same thing, same pattern. What my daughter tells me every other Sunday night is um, scary. This June 8th, when she came home Sunday night, crying and trembling.
The mother tells a darker story, citing his alleged violent history and saying their daughter often returns home frightened. She claims the child has described angry outbursts and a tense environment.
Lizzie was still crying in the car. Um, she explained to me that Lizzie had too much ice cream, one too many or two too many. And She nodded her head to him, and he still took her to the room. A closet was broken, marks were left. My biggest concern is my daughter will not be around that. My biggest worry is when she hits puberty, like his 13-year-old did, and she gets a little sass, what's going to happen to her? Because these female hormones and like in a household is not good for him. He has no patience. He is he's dangerous. I don't like his criminal background. Um, she's told me that he beat up his little brother right in front of her. She's around, she sees fights, she sees arguments, and it's toxic. And I'm worried about her when she hits 12 or 13. And I know I've tried, it's been very hard to co-parent with somebody who assaulted me 9 years ago. And I've tried, and every other weekend, faithfully, he sees her. If he wants to see her during the week, I never said no. But when my daughter's venting to me about this stuff, it worries me. It worries me to be in a home and walk on eggshells every other weekend with him.
Okay.
And I have pictures and documents as well here. I'm at the courthouse because it said nothing about Zoom, but I'm in a conference room. But I have all my stuff.
Yeah, I do everything by Zoom.
Okay.
Everything. So just note that for your for future consideration.
Okay.
All right. Well, I can't figure out this dilemma on a Friday morning. I need an investigation.
CPS case is open.
Yeah, that CPS, I get that. They have a job to do. But they don't they're the agency put on this earth to look out for children. So they're
With CPS already involved, the judge says the allegations require investigation. The mother insists she has supported visitation, but fears what may happen as the child gets older.
interests sometimes diverge from mine because I have always my focus is on the best interests of the children. And I always have to weigh that as to the constitutional right of Ms. Houseman and Mr. Webb to parent their children. So it's kind of it's balancing it. Okay. The first thing I'm going to tell you is I don't find that proper cause or change of circumstance has been shown to change physical custody of this child. That's pursuant to the threshold of Vodvarka versus Grassmeyer, 259 Michigan Appeal 449, a 2004 case. However, the Michigan Court of Appeals stated in the case of Sims versus Verbrugge, that's found at 322 Michigan Appeal 205, a 2017 case, that when the initial custody was not judicially determined, it was determined in the physical custody was, not the legal custody. And there's a difference between the two. Physical custody has more to do with where the child lives, resides, stays with. Legal custody is the ability of the parties to be consulted on major decisions and be informed of health, safety, education, welfare, those types of things. And the Court of Appeals, in their wisdom, has stated that since legal custody was not judicially determined, that Mr. Webb does not need to show proper cause or change of circumstance to open that.
The judge explains the difference between physical and legal custody. Since legal custody was never formally decided, that issue can now be reconsidered.
That issue up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer the issue of legal custody, parenting time, and child support to the friend of the court for investigation and recommendation. Miss Houseman, are you currently working?
Yes, I've been working, and could I say a few more things as well?
No, I don't really need any more because
Okay, I've been working.
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Mr. Webb, are you
Yeah.
working?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to reopen um, the issues of legal custody, parenting time, and child support. The fees for that will be split. So make sure the front of the court has your correct information because they don't forward mail. And I'm going to ask the parties to keep this whatever schedule now they had or they have, if it's alternate weekends or whatever, until the front of the court gets in and squares this up. Because I do think parenting time needs to be set because it was never set. And I think the parties need to have an order in place governing everybody's conduct and other things. I've been known if there's an anger issue, I've been known to order anger management. There's a lot of things, but I want to hear from the front of the court first. So I'll prepare that order today, and you two will be all set. And just if you have any doubt as to whether the address is they don't have your correct address, you should reach out to them because they don't forward mail, and I don't want this thing stopped. My clerk also needs something from you.
When we're finished here, I'm gonna need, I don't have an address or a phone number for Ms. Houseman.
Okay.
All right, well then why don't I disappear? You take us off the record and Ms. Houseman can give you that. Well, we're not on the record. I will do that order today, so thank you.
The court sends legal custody, parenting time, and child support to the friend of the court. Until then, the existing schedule remains, setting the stage for a deeper custody investigation.